Well, it's a bit cold. It's fucking freezing here. I mean, relatively, right? Like it's snowing or anything. Yes, it's like 14 degrees. Very cold. Very cold in this room. Probably going to need to get up and put a blanket on like an old man soon. It is what it is, you know? So, need this one. Hello. 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 Uh, we need to start the timer so we don't forget. We need this up. All right. Good to go. Now we're going to figure out what we're doing. We just did some pretty, well, not the fuel, but the big trailer. We did some serious hauling. Now we're going to figure out what we're doing next. Right. It doesn't appear that these are like in any kind of like any kind of order. So oil barrels, service site, factory. So it's one just a big delivery. Okay. So really, it's kind of a big circle we can do this in. Well, I guess we'll do this one. The question is, what's the best way to get this out? I have a feeling this is one of those river crossings that are really nowhere near as bad as it looks. It's mostly just rocks, right? The other option is here, which actually is just rocks. Quite a long way out. And I feel like taking a four slotter over here is just a terrible idea. So we might come out this way. So we're going to need a low saddle with a 4-slot semi. And that means I mean, realistically, we should do this one last so we don't have to like. So we have the least amount of weight coming back through here. And we don't have to drive the trailer back. I mean, we'll have to drive the trailer back, but like, we have to drive in and out to finish it off. So that should be our last, which means this should be second last. Which means we really should try and drive it out here. Okay. We already have a trailer there, so what we really want to do is I think the Western White Star is already set up for this, I believe. That's there. So we'll leave that there for now. Where is our Western White Star? I think it might be the one that's in Light Valley, right? Yeah. So we might be recovering, detaining, and bring it back. Oh, we've got to take this trailer back. Okay. First, we've got to take this trailer back. Trailer store, easy. Though not that easy because these don't have like a locked front axle on this trailer, so This is a real pain, huh? Real tight spot. Do you reckon we just go around this pole? Yeah. Oh, yeah. All else fails. Just power through. Trying to be cute and technical and skillful. Fuck that. Just go over the trees. Pretty sure we just follow the road here, right? I'm assuming oil barrels are ×1, right? Should be able to check on this map. Should we can get oil barrels anywhere here? Yeah. Oil barrels ×1. Sweet. Too easy. Okay. Sell. Cover. Chain. Storage, Western White Star. Low saddle. I don't think we're picking anything up, so I don't think we need the crane. Although, I mean, I can't imagine us tipping this over, but we're at 12 hours now, so we're pretty, you know, pretty alright. But better safe than sorry, right? Also, we're like missing 7 upgrades still with all the observation towers, so I need to be keeping an eye out. We probably should try and work out some likely locations because there can't be that many spots that the observation towers don't overlap. There really can only be some places where it can be, where the upgrades can be, so maybe as we finish each map, so we do the main missions on all the maps, and then as we finish all the like secondary missions on these maps, we'll keep an eye out for the upgrades. My question is, do you reckon this is faster? I reckon this would be faster than going all the way around, right? Give it a little bit of a sniff test. Like, obviously not for the upper or whatever, but like I think for this truck, trucks of this caliber would be quicker than going all the way around. should. Let's not get sidetracked. I was about to say we probably could just do that as we're swinging by, but let's stick to the plan here. Although I feel like we're literally taking it to the petrol station we're going to, but like we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Oh god. Man, this water tastes weird. I don't like that. Ugh. I'm gonna have to replace that in a second. That's not good. This bit might be the bit that tips it over into not faster, but I feel like this is probably faster. Not with anything else, like we had a trailer or cargo or shit, probably not. I think just a truck by itself. But we're still not there yet, Jesus. So and the diff lock off. Link in here, refuel. Got this trailer. Be on our way. Actually, we should probably work out where we're actually going to. Right. It's probably going to be down here, and I'm assuming this is some kind of road, right? It doesn't just end. Well, I mean, if this is the way we're going to drag it back out, we probably should test it with the trailer on the way in. It's not doable on the way in without cargo. It's not doable on the way out. So, turn. 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 Oh, I forgot to put it here. Doesn't matter. I should know to not. Yeah, just take the next left. We can't fuck that up, right? Right? Oh boy, we can. Next. Left. I almost feel like I'm like keeping it in the front of my brain so I don't forget. Next. Left. Right. Challenge successful. We remembered something for like 20 seconds. I think that basically the river crossing, mostly because it's an unknown, the river crossing is going to be the only real issue. Hope. Mostly because I just don't know what it looks like. It could be not that bad. Would be real bad. Be real bad. I feel like doing the scouting on these maps, especially if you don't use the right scout, kind of just gives me PTSD from all of these roads. Like, I remember this as the Hummer, and it was, like, terrible, right? I think, like, it's the best thing to do is scout everything first, but, like, scouting everything first is probably the worst way to traverse these maps, because, like, they're not very good off-road vehicles, you know? And that's not great. I mean, there's lots of trees, so I think we should be able to winch our way through this particular part. With the cargo, I mean. Pretty sure this should have, like, the more powerful, longer length winch, too. It's not like I need the autonomous on it, so it really should. At the garage, it's like, surely this has all the upgrades we want on it, right? We've been using it for so long. I really should have checked. Well, that's one potential issue spot we need to keep an eye on, or think about when we approach it. And this is the other one, possibly. Which looks like there should be an upgrade here somewhere, right? That's what these dodgy looking cars usually mean. I guess not, considering... Oh no, they don't show you where the towers are once you've done them. Where was that tower? We started here, and there was one real close. Here, okay. I feel like there was one around here somewhere too. Oh, no, it's here. Yeah, so like, if there was an upgrade here, we would have seen it. This is some real muddiness, huh? Should do okay in the snow, you'd think, this truck. Yeah, it's mostly just the deep mud that's the problem. Not problem, just a bit slow. But I think none of those areas have no trees nearby, so I think we should be good. I know it's coming, but I'm yet to see any logging missions, which is a pretty good sign as well. Easy crossing, easy crossing, easy crossing. Gonna go counterclockwise so we can just drive straight out. Doesn't make that much difference in the long run, but, you know, let's make everything as easy as possible that we can. 5. We need 5. Good. Going out. We're going over the hill. Be real. 1. Following the road, 2. Going straight. Out. Here. And down to the port. No. Down here. We take it back through here. We'll take the non-truck back through this way because we really, I just want to see what's here. Cool. It's that path. And geez, I hope we have the petrol for it, I guess. Oh. I assume this is a somewhat heavy load. Wide routes. Around big rocks. Well, it's not really clear what issues are going to be on the like greater ring road we're taking, but I think we should be okay. What's going on here? Not really sure what we're stuck on. I'm assuming it's like that side. This does not bode well for us. We're running out of trees to attach to. Let's try and stay out of these ruts a little bit, perhaps. Is that in the game, or is that... Maybe it's in the game. Maybe I'm hearing things. Maybe I'm losing my mind. We are really burning through the petrol here. Thing is, there's like real, actual trees around here, so this really shouldn't be the problem. Although there's not a lot of trees either side of this river. That could be a problem. Well, there's two pretty solid ones, so I think we should be alright. Is it too over the top to putting in high gear along here? Nah, come on. I get it over here though. Just at least we get to past this bit to the rocks, right? Oh, we might not even need it. So we've got traction. The only problem with the semis though, like in most other trailers, right, you can just dump the trailer and go get petrol or whatever, but yeah, we are stuck with this. It's probably better than having just like an extra long trailer though. You'd think, otherwise there'd be no point to having all these semis. Just less wheels to get stuck, I suppose. I mean, every destination we get to is like a quarter of our weight gone. Well, not a quarter. Quarter of our load weight gone. Would make every subsequent delivery a little bit easier. Oh no, it's probably, I was going to say, should we just reverse this in? But there's probably enough for us to do it. Little reverse in here. Okay. I missed this. I'm pretty sure it's the truck too, not the trailer. Oh. Should be able to straighten up and get in there. I feel like the truck wasn't straight enough for us to be doing that yet. Cool. It's like a 4-point turn. Fine. Fine. Now this is a pretty significant part. And we've got not a significant amount of petrol, so... Some of this damage is sometimes a little questionable, right? Oh my god, this thing's gonna do this hill in high gear. Look at that. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. But I'm pretty sure the place that I dropped the petrol trailer off is like not far. Yeah, I mean this is a pretty big stretch, but pretty sure that 700 meters away is where it's at. The way we're going, we got like 5 to 6 minutes of petrol. I think we should be okay. A bit of river crossing coming up. That's some real mud. Hey. We have faith in the Western White Star though, you know? I believe. I believe. Too early for high gear? Nah. Too early. Too confident. Bit of snow too. There's a bit of some deep back road. I really hope we're going the right way. Although we did mark it out, where you just keep going straight, so we must be going right. Don't love this. Not so much on the petrol, but on the not flipping. The sound these barrels make is like very distressing. This is the white row, okay. And the petrol refuel is here. I don't know, man. It's gonna be tight. We might have to get petrol rescue out here. I don't know what I'm talking about. You definitely can drop these semi-trailers off. That's what the little feet are for, right? I don't know why I thought you couldn't do that. Because I've definitely done it before, so there's no reason for me to think that. Alright, into high. Come on. Need some good fuel efficiency here. 200 meters. Jesus. The last bit of snow to really threw us over. But given it's like right here, I think it should be okay. We might even leave the trailer, go get the petrol, come back. Although, you know what? Got here with more than I thought. Yeah, let's do it. Let's gamble. Because like on high like this, you know, that's 10 minutes of driving. Ish. So I think we are just following the road here now, so we might leave the trailer here. Run up there and refuel the truck. Right. I mean, we probably could just drive the trailer through here, right? You really need this. Goes back a bit. None of this road shouldn't be too bad, so we should be able to just get there pretty quickly. Almost perfect. I remember when I left this trailer here, I was just had, just had a sneaky suspicion that this leaving some fuel here was going to be really important. Little spider senses tingling, spidey senses tingling. You're going to need some petrol here, mate. Look at that. Right when we needed it. Doesn't get much better than that. And then all this has to do is get us back to the port. I think we should have more than enough fuel to do this. Damn, if we had just a bit more petrol, we could have just refueled here. I think at the time I didn't realize how close this petrol station was. Still, good thing it's out there though. I'm still going to claim it as a genius move, obviously. Oh, got it. Almost the full roll through. Close. Some of these sounds are very alike. Make me very afraid something bad is happening in my house, and it's not good. More about whether these feet are going to get caught on this hill. I think should be all right. That is real close. Okay. Starting to get thirsty too. We really need to replace this water because it does not taste good. Are we gonna auto it? Yeah, sure, we'll auto it. Not a good idea, but we're gonna do it. Should have reversed into here. Woo! No problem. No problem. Just jackknife it, you'll make it. Yeah, famous last words, right? just jam it in. Fine. What could go wrong? Hey, Racer Game, how you doing? Right, so this is the last part. I mean, arguably this could be the worst part, but I think this should be the least difficult part. Good to hear. Only one cargo left. This muddy part's going to be a real pain in the ass to get past, but that road is deadly. I mean, not immediately before, because we did one little weird fuel mission, but we got the 2 missions before this, we got the big trailer up here. And it was dicey. So dicey. But I think, you know, with only one cargo on a semi-trailer, I think we should be okay. If we were a little smart about this, yeah, the mobile oil platform, the oil rig or whatever it's called. If we were a little smarter, which we're obviously not, but like if we were, we would have swapped this out for just a flatbed and put this oil on a flatbed and just gone without the trailer, but who's got time for that, right? Who's got time for that? Three of my scout cars in that road. The funny thing is that, like, I didn't even see this road. Like, I didn't come down here until I got the mission to come down here. So I just drove the P16 down here just to see what it was. At least I think so. I don't remember driving the Scout down here. Actually, no, I did drive the Scout. But I think what you are talking about is here. Which, when I bought the big trailer back, I went up and around with the big trailer. And it actually worked quite well. Because we got to here, and I saw what this looked like. I went, nah. So, I've never actually driven anything down here. Because I think this is the big culprit, right? Even lost my crane truck. Which was... wow. That's so frustrating. I genuinely think, like... Nah, actually, let's try it. That's the way we went through the big trailer, but I feel like it's possibly better just to skirt around this edge here, so let's try it. I just want to see what it's like. Because there's not no risks, and there's not no cargo, so it's not... It's like a decent test. But it's not a full cargo trying to do this either. Yes, I'm in Australia. Australian. And it's cold here. Well, not like snowing cold, but it's cold for here. It was freezing this morning. Yeah, it is still light. Well, it's like 5 o'clock. And we're like, you know, I don't think we're quite in winter yet, but it's starting to get darker at night. I'd say sunset's like about 6 o'clock, I think. So yeah, it's still... if in the middle of winter, it would be dark already. But we haven't quite gotten there yet, which is nice. Complete dark where I am, and it's 7 o'clock. Yeah. I'd say that's pretty normal. Even in the... Well, in the heart of summer, it's really hard to say because we have daylight savings time. So, like, it's still light at 9 o'clock. Hello. What? No. Talking about daylight saving. Okay. Dog is going for a walk. Oh, you're in New Zealand. Ah, nice. Yeah, like in the middle of summer, it's still light at like 9 o'clock, but that's daylight saving. So like normal time, that'd be like 8. I'd say by 7 o'clock, it'd be completely dark here too, to be honest. But it's still a pretty nice day. It's nice when it's still like at this point in, what are we in, autumn? It's still like kind of light after work. It's like when it gets into the deep winter and it's like dark at 5 o'clock and you finish work and it's dark, it's like, ugh, depressing. No, I think I plan to play multiplayer, but like my first playthrough, I just want to figure it out by myself. I feel like once I get to New Game Plus, I might do some like multiplayer stuff. Yeah, bots, man, crazy. Here we go. Yeah, we're not going to take it. You know, we might come back that way when we've got no cargo and it's like, ugh. Less risk, less at stake. I wonder if it's best for us to go back through this way. I feel like we learned a valuable lesson taking the oil rig through here. This is just like, looks bad, but is by far the best way to take shit. Although we've never come back up this hill, so I'm hoping it's not too bad. Yeah, I have stream out, like, it's funny you say that because, like, it used to do that. For some reason, in the last couple of days, I took a bit of a break from doing this over, like, Christmas and early January, February, March, into April. My break sort of blew out a little bit. And I use Streamlabs, and it usually does it as well. Like, the Nightbot normally does it. But I don't know, it just hasn't been working. The Nightbot hasn't been banning them for some reason. Maybe it's missing like a keyword that they've figured out that the standard Nightbot script looks for and they're just not putting it in. You know, for such a terrible business model, they're quite smart, these bots. Still have to figure it out. I mean, to be fair, I've not really done. It's not like mine's very customized. It's like the straight out of the box version. It's mostly so that like the notifications show up on the. It's mostly for stream elements, I think it is. Stuff that like shows up on followers and stuff. Well, come to think of it, that's not working either, so... Maybe I should try and figure it out. I set so every hour to send a message about stream rules. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Damn. Mighty hardest country's bees because of your actions. Pat yourself on the back and break out the sparklers. All right. Okay. So at some point we need to drive something up here because I mean, it's weird. There's got to be an upgrade or something up here, right? This road just appeared out of nowhere. Well, at least I feel like it appeared out of nowhere. I swear to God, I remember looking up here and there wasn't a road, and then one day there just was. Anywho, that's a finishing this map problem. More of a turning around problem here. Without just completely jackknifing this trailer, of course, right? Oh yeah. That's the ticket. Not watch point or have a radar trailer. Only stick to the roads I've already been on. Is that what the radar... So what is the... Yeah, I guess I probably should actually try and figure this out for myself instead of just asking, but... So is that what the radar trailer does? I always wondered what half of the, like, weird add-ons in this game do. I assumed, like, further on into the game they become used for something. But a lot of them I have no idea what they are for. I guess the radar is for, like... finding tasks and upgrades and stuff. Or was it just increase your like visibility on the map? Because obviously we can only see this far, right? Radar Scout trailer scans a patch of land on your map. It's a bit limited small. Okay. Alright. Hey, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. See that? Top left-hand corner. I don't know, man. That looks like an upgrade to me. That's a weirdly placed task if that's not an upgrade. I literally like just saw it out of like the corner of my eye as we were driving past. Alright, we'll try and get a better look at that as we go past. I reckon that's what it is though. But this particular piece of road looks dodgy as hell. And I'm... I don't know if this is a good idea. Oh, you saw a wolf? Oh, man. I haven't seen any wolves. Like, to the extent where, like... I mean, I've seen Google pictures of them, but I'm not... I feel like they're not real. They're just... They never show up for me, you know? We need to get to that. But that's definitely an upgrade, right? Jeez, that's going to be fun to get as a scout. Okay, we might come back with a scout, actually. Turn your lights off and you have more chance to see them. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, but then I have more chance of not seeing what the hell I'm doing, but... I feel like we need to try and flatten this out here. And not be an auto. I think we just got to be real careful with the flats here, because... we go over the side, we're going over the side. That moon, though. Wow. Very Dark Soulsy, right? I don't know, but just a standard moon, but that kind of... moons in games like that just remind me of Dark Souls. Not Dark Souls. Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Oh, God. I'm guessing this is where everyone... Forza Horizon 4. Yeah, funny. I've played Forza Horizon 5, the Mexico one, which was really good. And I have number 4, but I've never played it. Even though, like, people love it. I think it's just one of those things I'll get to eventually. That game's so good. Well, number 5's so good. And I assume number 4's the same. I think because I've been considering buying... This game has made me consider buying a wheel. Like, not a full kit or anything, because that's just extreme. Or is better, a lot of people are saying. Yeah, right, nice. So I'm considering getting a wheel, and if I get a wheel, I'll probably stream more driving type games too. So we might just keep that in the back pocket for if I do get one of these wheels. Pretty over the top purchase though. 5 is still buggy. Yeah, there's a lot of DLC too. Like, that's what I found when I played number 5. Because I did most of the base game, but like, there was a heap of really cool shit that was like DLCs that I just didn't want to pay for. And it's like, oh, that's really disappointing. Online servers to 3 is still up. Oh, nice. So you'd think 4 and 5 will be definitely 5, but 4 will still be up for a little while still too. Because like number 4's in I think it's set in Scotland, right? Which sounds actually like sick. Sounds like an amazing place to have a game like that set in. UK, right? But the Mexican one was cool. I really liked it. I think racing's one of those genres of games where, like, I know I really like him, but I've just never really played him a lot. You know, like, I loved the Need for Speed games when I was younger. Played him heaps, and then I just went through a massive period where I just never played him. But, like, for no reason other than just I didn't know anyone who played them, so I didn't play them. I really do like them. They're good. Tell you what, it's very spooky not driving with no lights on. Very, very spook. Title set in a heavily stylized version of Britain within Scotland in the Lakes District. Okay. Edinburgh and Virid's digital consoles. Yeah, nice. Yeah, but still just like a sick place to have a racing game, right? It's, yeah, I think it's funny, but like, well, not funny. I think it's unlikely just because of the way budgets work and the way these things are. But I feel like Australia and New Zealand would be a great, like if they did Horizon 6, I reckon Australia or New Zealand would be a great place to have it set too. Australia would have a decent mix of like desert, mountains, and then just like general country land, right? And then New Zealand, you could have like a mix of South Island and North Island. Driving around the glaciers and shit. It's the South Island would be awesome. 3 is set in Australia. Well, there you go. It was a good idea, and I not even to claim that I didn't know that, right? Alright, what's going on here? I think we just gotta keep pinching. Can't believe 3 is set in Australia. That's so funny. We've almost got the perfect amount of petrol for this. See wolves in between trees mostly, but every now and then you'll see them on the roads. Okay. I'll continue keeping an eye out. I really want to see one. I keep thinking the shapes and the rocks are them, but they're definitely not. Hey senpai, how you doing? Long time no see. Bingo. You could say that, yeah. Nice. Hey, thanks for the follow, Racer Gamer. I appreciate it. What have I been doing? You know, bit of this, bit of that. Playing some SnowRunner. Keeping an eye out on wolves. True. We're doing our best to try and see some wolves in the dark. Being very irresponsible drivers, but there's no other cars, so who cares? Nah, I took a big break over Christmas. Not for any particular reason, just, you know. And now it started again, like, I think last week we started again. Like Monday or Tuesday. I do like snow. Probably mostly because I don't really get any of it. See green small lights. I see. I've also got to make sure I stay on the road and don't just crash this truck looking for wolves. See green Kermit frogs. Where are we going? We are going the right way. Okay, cool. I was just just driving along the road looking for wolves. The lime glowy green. I feel like, actually now that you mention that, I feel like I have seen that. But I've never seen any like legit wolves. I've seen those green eyes because there were a couple of them. Where were they? They would always appear here. As you were like, so you'd come up this hill, you'd come up this hill, and as you turned this corner, there would be like 3 sets of green eyes in amongst these trees here. So I think I know what you're talking about, but I've never seen a like an in real life one. Like obviously not in real life, but like I've never seen a body. I've only seen the light. I mean, I'm assuming we can drop this off, but like... This needs to be refueled anyway, so... Kind of like not driving with the lights on. It's probably much more dangerous and silly, but I kind of like the spook, you know? Okay, what are we doing now? Pipeline repair. It's in a different area. It's in a different area. Drilling parts. You mean the factory we just drove away with a 4-slot trailer from? You know what? We're being positive. I got a good spin. I've got a good spin for this. There is a trailer here already with nothing on it. So we actually don't need I'm assuming drilling spare parts are 1 slot each, right? Let's check the handy guide. Drilling spare parts are 1 slot each. Okay. So there's 2 slots on the trailer, which means we don't need a 4-slot trailer. We can go there with our flatbed and put all 4 on the flatbed and the trailer and then take that out. And it should be easier, right? And then we've just got to drive it up there, which is actually pretty easy because it's just like crossing over here. All right. I feel good. Because that way we can get this trailer out too, which eventually we're going to have to go get. I'm going to draw a SnowRunner Edition challenge. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, let's do that one then. But it's not that one. It's this one. Except move that to the garage. What are we going to use? We need an off-road truck that's good enough. So I would say we should use this one, but I'm pretty sure you can't have a flatbed because we came across this problem before. This truck doesn't allow you to have a flatbed and a trailer attached to it, which is a real pain. Drive first person with no lights at midnight. All right, do that. I feel like we can't use that. That Royal is not. We've got to repair that one. So we can't use that. That one's just not a good truck. That is just not a good truck. And the other one here is a Hummer. So I think... Actually, no, we've got some money. Let's try... Let's see, look. So that we have. That we have. Well, it's kind of hard to tell which one of these are like beyond where I should be. That's a medium difficulty card too. Okay. So that's the one I think we'll have to use. Jeez, wrong button. That's an expensive truck. We could also use this one too. Maybe we should just use this one. We're just going to have to refit it out. Because it is way better. Like, this is better than the 2070. First one is good. This one, the CT680. All right. I mean, we'll give it a go. Well, actually, first we should see what what upgrades it has. So S plus. So that one just makes it a little more durable. Oh, right. I was like, how come it goes to B plus as it goes down, but you want the fuel consumption bar to go left. The other two you want to go right. You want the fuel. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know why this one's cheaper. Okay. Off-road gearbox. Only stock suspension. That's not good. Which means we probably... Oh, we can just go the biggest UOD2s. Do we want the high range? Because don't we want three? Wouldn't we want three? I suppose we probably don't want three. Don't need three low gear stages. All right, let's try it. I've never actually used the high range, so it would be interesting. We want high-powered, medium, advanced. Both extended rope and improved motor. That's what we want. We have more gear control with auto. Okay. We want engageable diff. Spear wheel, why not? Snorkel. Engageable all-wheel drive. Yeah. The last thing we need to check is put the crane on it. Gear is so fast. See, the problem is, do we want fast? I don't know. I feel like fast is a good way to get in trouble. Okay, so now we just need to be able to put a trailer on this. Yeah, it's one of those trucks. You can't have both. Sad, huh? Ah, you think the crane's the problem? That'd be good to know, actually, because there's been several trucks that are like that. Oh. Loading crane off. Ah, that is good to know. Hello. Archie is back from his walk. And he's gone again. Alright. Alright, so we can attach the trailer to it. Sick. Yeah, that high is that high is pretty quick, huh? Change gears. Oh. Ah, it's got 8 gears. Right. I did know that that's like the clutch button. I just never used it because like auto is just usually been such a pain in the ass. This is a great way to crash this truck, by the way. You just told me to do this because you you want me to crash this truck, right? Where is this place? Yeah, it's coming up. Okay. See? Look at that. Nightbot does work. Oh, come on. That should be allowed. pretty over the top. Tokyo Drifto. Yeah, Jesus. Get this thing in a top gear and drift around these corners. Alright, let's see how this goes. Because I think this will be a pretty good... Like, honestly, this is a pretty good test for any truck to see how badly this goes. Problem is, the more that we use this way, the more rutty it's going to get. Oh, we're also supposed to come back here and get this upgrade too. I feel like when we come back with the trailer, we should go through the other side, because it's getting pretty metal over here. Things. You're on a 3R4 gear, just click L1, you'll see the difference. Yeah, and I go straight into a rock face, right? Yeah. Have I mentioned I'm not that good at driving? That might inform whether this is a good idea or not. Guardrail, yeah, true. Come on. There we go. That's the one we want. Yeah, I suppose we don't really need like a low plus low negative, really. You can either just have it in low if you really need it in low. Get me out of here. We went high way too early. Yeah, look at that pollution. Auto, not high. Okay. The problem with the auto gearbox is that, like, the reason I stopped using the auto gearbox is because it does this weird thing where, like, if you're going up any kind of incline or any kind of issue, it'll, like, bounce between 1 and 2, and it's just really, yeah, terrible. Like, not efficient. No, like if the terrain is too difficult that it can never get the revs high enough, like it'll go in 1 and the revs will get really high, it'll change into 2, but it'll be too difficult terrain that the revs won't be able to be maintained, and it will stall, well not stall, but it'll shift down into 1, and then the revs will go really high and it'll shift into 2, and then it will not have enough and it'll shift back down into 1, and it just does that over and over and over again. It's just... doesn't happen that often, but it happened going up the mountain at Smithfield Dam. It happened a lot, and it was just a pain. So we're basically just not going to go that way anymore, right? Because that's a pretty dodgy direction. Yeah, only temporarily. Whereas I think high gear just gives it a nice, like, consistent drive, but not so slow that it's in having a low gear through, like, pretty somewhat easy terrain. Like, especially if it's like asphalt or something, right? Plus, my I don't know this is a fact, but I think the high gear is much more fuel efficient than the auto. Which, if that's important, it's like useful. Damage your engine or gearbox over time. Is that really true? In this game or like in real life? Because I've never seen it damage the gearbox in this game. Yeah, right. I guess I just don't use it enough. Well, like in real life, I can't understand that. Right? I've never seen it happen in this game. But I don't tend to use high a lot. I see. Alright. Still kind of wish I had realized we could have just done this mission driving out the first time. Kicked into second from third. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get you. Drilling spare parts. Ah, yeah, okay. Alright, so let's figure out where we need to go first. So before we get put in, we kind of know where to go here. Turn up there, up there. I mean, we kind of know where to go here. Up. Straight, 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 straight. Straight, 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 in. I actually don't really think we need these waypoints because I feel like we've driven these roads enough to know where to go, but... So. Do we start at evening or midnight? I think evening's pretty dark enough, right? So it'll be... Oh, wow. That is still very light for 8:30 at night. But we want it to be approaching dark, right? Okay, we start. It just means we'll get to morning quicker, but that's fine. It's your card. God. This is a terrible idea. Love the dash. Yeah, it is a cool dash. I'm assuming if I actually knew what I was doing, all this information would like be important. All the different axes and stuff. But I don't. on the way back might be a little bit more slow driving though, given the weight of our cargo. I'm assuming drilling spare parts would be like quite heavy. Also, we're keeping an eye out for wolves, right? Wolfy boys. Temp, fuel, RPM. Ah, yeah, okay. Only ones you need to pay attention to. Yeah. Assume... Ah, they're axle degrees. Probably for when you're, like, stuck and have the diff lock on, they get too hot, right? The right way. Yeah, it is. Ah, yeah, here's the track. Jesus, this is going to be so tough. At least you can see out the left side at least. You have diff lock, yeah. This would be a lot more interesting. Wow, still pretty interesting, but this would be even more difficult if this was like a semi-trailer or something, because like making sure you're making it around a corner. If you're taking a right corner and you need to make sure your trailer's making it around, that's much more difficult. I really need to blow my nose too. I'm assuming people like legitimately play this whole game like this. I'd find that really tough. Try going on this route. Huge fuel semi-trailer. Yeah. Yeah, trying to get the oil rig through here was pretty horrible too. I think with anything but the P16 it would have been really tough. I think we're good. Got the oil rig stuck around here. Yeah, the thing's pretty big and wide. Pretty easy to get stuck clipping on something. Still no wolves. In neither eye nor corporeal form. I think it was around here last time you saw it, right? Modded 10 by 10 out because it was the only thing that was strong enough to get. What's a 10 by 10? Is that some truck I haven't unlocked yet? The mod, okay. Very OP. Yeah. I feel like eventually we'll get to some missions where it's like you want to do this game for the challenge, but like I'm assuming eventually we'll get to some missions where you're like, this is just bullshit. I've already been warned about one map in season 1, I think it is. I can't remember which one they said. It was like the last map of season 4, maybe. Probably don't need diff lock here on anymore, right? I think we do. They didn't really say which one it was. They just said there's like the last map of season 1. Just skip it, basically. Yeah, I guess probably you only need like low and diff lock if you're like really struggling to get through the mud. Probably didn't need to be using it that whole time. But we are also going like once we get out of this bit, we're not long for a petrol station, so fuel's not a huge concern. Problem? Yeah. Are we getting low? But like as soon as we don't burn too much in this place, it says. How does the winch work in first person? Isn't that weird? I think I was just stuck on a branch there, to be honest. I mean, worst comes to worst, we'll just have to dry some petrol out to this truck because we're actually not that far from the garage, but I'm quietly confident we'll make it. And it will try, okay. But like I know in the third person you can like choose the winching point and stuff, and it didn't really seem to be there, but maybe I was just missing it. Yeah, we can make it a good fuel time, because it's not like we're getting stuck here. I think we should be alright. We'll fling you into the air out of the map. Yeah, I've been looking at the Snow Runner subreddit a lot lately, because it just comes up in my feed now, because I looked at it once, and that's how the algorithm works. And some of the like weird vehicle like spaz outs are pretty funny. Hasn't happened to me yet, but I don't know. Hey, mine seems to be going all. Mine seems to be looking okay. About to say, I haven't seen this trailer in about 5 minutes and it was worrying me, but it's still there, still connected. We're good. The only other even remotely difficult part of this will be when we turn off this road and have to go over that little hill, but because it's a double axle trailer, I don't think it'll be that much of a problem. It's more about whether we'll run out of petrol, but I don't think we will. Okay, well that's good. But yeah, mine still seems to be okay, so I don't know. The freak out horn. Still there? We still attached? Yeah. I don't think we really need the winch here. I think we're good. And the petrol station's just over there, so... Getting a little bit scarily sideways here. Where's that road go? Seems like a very main road for somewhere that goes nowhere. Alright. Well, thanks for sticking around for a while, Racer Gamer. I appreciate it. Thanks for following. I'll be here. Probably not for much longer because we've got to cook dinner in like an hour, but every day of the week. Hey. It's rock and roll. Well, not roll. Let's just rock. Alright, we're at we're almost at 14 hours. Let's not roll. Alright. Just rock. I keep like looking slightly out left, thinking that that's like gonna straight, but it's not. You need to. It's very, very weird going from third person, so much third person to first person. It's throwing me off. Woof! Hate it. I think this is a pretty good truck. I like it. Reliable. Not like that crappy Royal. Jesus. Truck sucks. After we got all the upgrades for it too. I mean, maybe it doesn't suck. Maybe I'm just like doing it wrong, but it didn't feel. It was not good. Felt like it wasn't that good. This we're probably going to be a bit careful about. Ignore his, like, spirit hands. Blame the controller. Get around. Good. And I think this might have been the last one that's actually on this map. Although we should... That's only for the Black Eagle or Black Rock or whatever it's called. Black Rock. Security firm. Wink, wink. What are they called in Red Dead Redemption 1? I don't think they're Black Rock. I think they're called something else. And again, maybe they are. I kind of get the appeal of doing it this way. I'm not going to continue doing it this way because it's just it freaks me out. I'm more stressed than normal. Like, this game is already stressful enough. This just makes it even worse. But I get it. I get it. Tokyo drifting. All good. One, two, three, four. Job well done. Here's your reward. Decent amount. Okay. Oh, we're out of the truck. Okay. So, let's check. Blackbird. Everything else is locked. That's off the map. That's off the map. These are all locked, but they are to the drilling site. So you do that one. And that's off the map. So we will do this one. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, that's in petrol. Why did it? Okay, alright. So, yes, delivered here. That's why the little arrow's in. Cargo container, medium pipes. Okay. Let's check what size these are. Cargo containers are 2. And medium pipes, I'm assuming, are 2, 2. 2 medium pipes are 2, 2. Ah, the 2 medium pipes are 2, 2. While we're doing this. Wait. Okay. Morrison mining. So it's kind of the reverse in a way. We just don't have to go up north. So what we can do, seeing as we're here with 4 slots, by the way, we can come here, put the this then, this warehouse. You? No. You? Medium pipes. What are you? Medium pipes. Right. Seeing as we're here, come here, we put the medium pipes on the trailer. Drive to here. Leave the trailer. Drive. Drive. Get the other one. Cargo container. Back. Pick up the trailer. Hope this isn't actually terrible to get through. Doesn't look like it will be. Drop it off. Sounds good. I think we'll refuel. Yeah, I don't think we have lost a lot of fuel yet, but we might as well. Terrible. And trying to reverse these, like, these front axles that swivel are just like, it's a nightmare, right? They're like a joke. They're like a cruel joke they put in this game. You know what? We're just gonna force it. There's no finesse in these trailers. There's no art in this game. In these games anymore. These young people with their easy driving. Wow, that's assuming we have this trailer still attached. This trailer looks like it's on Rumspringa or something. But not for much longer. Refuel. Trailer, medium pipes. I feel like this mission has real tip opportunities. Especially with how super fast this is in high gear, Jesus. Doesn't give a fuck. What do you reckon? I don't think I've actually been this way. We went this way both times. This seems like much... I mean, obviously it's very muddy, so like... lol, it's not. But like, this seems like the way you take the Scout. This seems the way you take the big truck. So let's test it. We're gonna take it back through this one, I think. So we gotta know. Even though we're almost finished with the map, gotta know. So leave that there. Now off to the port to get a cargo container. That was real close. Yeah, man, this thing really doesn't give a fuck. In high gear, just... I get it. Starting to get some real deep ruts in this part, though. Oof. Getting the cargo container, because I haven't done many of them, but any cargo containers we've ever taken, all the ones on Drummond Island and stuff, are like very heavy. So this will be interesting. Immediately stalled out. Like, I know it's a bad idea to be going fast on these icy roads, but I just can't help myself, you know? Nothing too bad's happened. Yet. I had a feeling, though. Although we can't go too fast with this cargo. Right. Cargo container. Rook. Remove cargo. You. Yeah, so I'll see how we go pulling both of these in the pipes through a very boggy road. By the looks of it, there should be plenty of trees around, so. And if not, we'll just get Daddy truck to come and pull us out. We just get the P16 or something to come and get us out. Call your mum and dad. Like, no joke, I think we just about flipped just then. Dicey, to say the least. Just ticked over 14 as well. Don't Sega make this game? Isn't this game made by Sega? Or published? Made. I think it's published. Their own symbol on the cargo. I think that's why when we came through the last time, this felt so like tipped over. There's really not a good part. So we need to sit up a bit. Trying to get terrible posture here. Alright, too heavy for high. No. feel like this cargo container is very typical. So I'm not going to say we need to be smart about it, but we need to be not too dumb about it. Which is always a stretch here, right? Stretch for us. It is interesting that there's like music at the garages and the petrol stations and the trailer stores, but like with actual vocals in it, but none of the actual like game music has any vocals in it. An interesting choice. I kind of like it, but it is interesting. Because unless they're getting past some kind of IP copyright loophole where you don't ever listen to it at the fuel station long enough for it to be a problem. With it is in the game, but not in the game, you know? Where's this trailer here? We need to not forget about that upgrade too. Feel like we're about to have a bad time. It seems too easy. Right? Seems way too easy. But you live and you learn. Well, you'd think I would have learned about mud puddles by now, but you live and you learn. That's the plan. I mean, there's not no trees around, right? We got plenty of fuel. Just keep on trucking. Do not, for any reason, let go of the accelerator. I really doubt that makes a difference, right? I really don't think that's a thing. Just try and even this truck up a little bit. Getting a little bit sideways. Yeah, I like this truck. I think it does good. Put it on par with the Western White Star, I think. Far. I have both very reliable. Never really let me down. This has got like 60 hours and more effort to prove itself like the Western White Star has. Got to do the arduous logging missions before it gets into my good books. Oh, that wasn't too bad, right? I think much better than going the scout route too. Let's have a quick look ahead here. So the only real issues are going to be whatever this is. Ugh. And hopefully this is like a stone river crossing. So let's just mark that out. So our danger areas are here and I can feel my nose getting all sniffly. My partner has been sick like since Thursday. So all weekend she's been sick and I've been dealing with, but like looking after her, just dealing with her, looking after her. And now, I don't know whether it's just because I've been talking so much and not drinking the water, but like I can feel my nose getting a bit sniffly. And the back of my nasal patch is getting a bit raw, but that could be just because it's cold and I'm talking a lot. I'm really hoping I've not caught it, because she's now pretty much coming out of the woods now. It'd be pretty funny if now that she's finally better, because I think I was past it. I was like, she's probably past the contagious period. I don't think I've got it from that, but it would be pretty funny if I've now that she's better, I've got it. Can we just drive normally now? I think so. Like, I really do. I need to blow my nose. Can you bring me a tissue?
Oh,
yeah.
A tissue,
yeah, I do. A very sniffly nose.
Hello.
She's coming. The right way, right? Yeah. Thank you. Runaway truck. That would have been bad. That could have been real bad. Like, crisis averted. Watching these wheels. Alright, what is this? Eesh. Oh, that looks pretty rocky. That doesn't look too muddy. Just looks like we got to be very careful here. Too sharp? Too sharp? Ah, real good. That was... I did that in auto. That's so dumb. That's real dumb. This might be the actual problem, right? Oh, good. What problem? Okay. Rock no roll. I don't know how we're supposed to pick up that massive pipe. I assume we need like a legit crane. Like, I'm pretty sure the little crappy yellow crane we put on the back of our trucks probably isn't going to cut it for that pipe, right? Promoted too. New drilling site. Good to know. I've got someone I can trust and get things done. Thanks, partner. Oh, we've literally... Ah, you've only got to get it here. There you go. I wonder if you could just put the massive crane on the back of a truck, pick it up, and then just drive with it. Or maybe you can just winch it over here, drop it, drive the crane around. What does the drilling site do? It gives oil barrels, like it did before. Okay. So Morrison Mining, we've done everything in this map, because that's at Pedro Bay. Okay. Looks like there's a lot to do here. Mountain River. Oh, thanks. Bricks. Metal beams. Steel. Okay. Well, metal beams take 2, I know that. I'm pretty sure fuel only takes 1, but it's 2. Fuel takes 1. So it's 8 slots for this full trip. The warehouse and the factory. Bricks. Station. Metal beams. Metal beams. Oh, that's nice and close too. That makes it a lot easier. Warehouse is bricks. Okay, so the fuel is the problem here. But I think maybe what we can do... So we come out where we just came in. Get 2 fuel. Come. Get metal beams. Drive it around. Drop it off. Come back here, get the bricks. Because I'm assuming the... Oh, no, we can get the metal beam from here. So we'll drive... We don't have to drive all this way with a metal beam. Metal beam from here. In fact, we don't need the trailer. Is there any way we can drop this trailer off? Trailer store's out the back. Doesn't look like it, does it? Maybe we can just leave the trailer here for future use. Put 2 fuels on the back of the flatbed. Actually, no, there might be an even easy way to do this. Drive out. Actually, I might just leave the trailer here. So if we ever need to come back for anything here, there'll be a trailer here, and it's not that hard. What we really can do is we can just come here, get the fuel, get the trailer, get the metal beams, chuck it in, go get the bricks, put it in. Instead of having to like lug this trailer all the way around the outside. So yeah, I think we'll leave this trailer here. Out of the way a little bit, right? Good driving. Right. Yeah. So the easiest way to out here, I think, is just literally just go straight out. What's going to be quicker? Going out here and up? Going out here and up? I think probably this way. Neither of them are great, but... I think without cargo and without a trailer... I mean, probably the biggest danger is me flipping this truck going too fast, really, at this point. Because this high gear is like... Okay. Alright. Good thing we put that spear wheel on, huh? Okay. Be a little bit more responsible here, seeing as we're 14.5 hours in. My suspension's pretty cooked, but I think it's alright. Could be worse. God, what a place to crash. Some deep mud. I reckon we go past any service centers. Black shuck. Okay. that? Okay, we missed it. Alright, fine. We missed it. I'm assuming we saw another wolf, maybe? I guess this part. Oh, those winch points are particularly helpful. Anyhow, we were checking for repair places. I don't think there is. We're just gonna have to deal with it. It's not good. Anyway, getting these bricks and shit through that boggy part's not going to be the most fun though. Still a very cool looking area. Very good looking game for like a not very well known game. Funny, it was a bit more relaxing, you know. Might be quite nice. Might be quite nice. Alright, so we need to refuel, get our fuel. Enough to get our metal beams. Then get stuck in the mud. We should have more faith. I feel like this truck so far has earned a little bit more faith in us than that. I mean, other than it driving into a rock wall, which, you know, you could argue is my fault. You really wanted to. I wouldn't. You could. We got like a good 25 minutes, I reckon, before we have to start making dinner. So I reckon we can definitely achieve this mission in that time. Assuming nothing goes horribly wrong. It's really just this one mud patch. As long as we take it easy through the stream, the only real difficulty is the mud patch. Which if we can get through there with four fuels the other way on a semi-trailer, I feel like we can do it. Right, so we need to try and come at this the shallowest angle possible. Beams on the trailer. Do it. This is another type of cargo that really freaks me out. The metal beam sounds. Down here, right? Yeah. The metal beam sounds like... I'm a little bit used to it now because you have to move metal beams, so many metal beams in the first area, but like... still freaks me out a little bit. Actually, now that I think about it, we don't have to worry about the stream because we're not taken to the drilling site. It's just the polar base. It's a lot better. So this is the only... this part here is the only real problem. Going up to get the bricks. I think that's just a... I think that's just a rock crossing. This part wasn't too bad with the Hummer, but I don't know. It's definitely not worth going all this way to get the bricks. So, it's like this corner will be the challenge. But we kind of avoided the mud pile because it was a Hummer and it was not very good at that point. So maybe with a legitimate truck it won't be a problem. Let me just sit up. Oh. I'm like devolving. I reckon we can auto this. Yeah. Probably shouldn't be, but... I think if we low gear with the diff through this one part, I think we should be okay. Oh, there's... I actually never noticed there's like a pretty decent hole here on the left. Ah. There you go. Look at that. Go around the mud pile. So simple. Until we got through so much that it becomes the mud pile, right? Maybe not. Maybe. Need to be able to turn this thing around, so not. Pile in there. Should we just go through this person's house? I think we'll get between the picnic table and the log. I think it's plausible. Do it this way. With a winch too. I don't want to know what that achievement was. It probably doesn't show up here somewhere, right? Progress? Isn't that weird? Figure out later. It's very surprising though, like ones you've already achieved aren't already at the top. I thought that was how it normally works. Making sure that wasn't an upgrade we'd spied up there. It's not. Now you're telling me we can just drive to the side. Ha! Well, it's good to know coming back with the bricks, I suppose. Come on. So we should probably mark out exactly what we're doing here. Up. Oh, and there's fuel here as well. That's very handy. Right, that's a hill we're going to have to be aware of when we come back, because that looks like going down that the wrong way might tip us all over too. Whoa. I feel like with these, one of these trailers don't have enough weight to like flip our actual truck over, so even it does go a bit pear-shaped. I hope it's not a problem. Can't imagine one trailer has enough to tip it like a whole truck over. At least on an empty one. Well, this is attached like a semi, right? Obviously that could flip it over because like, they're literally attached to each other. This could be interesting on the way back. But giving this truck credit, it hasn't got stuck yet, so just being aware of it. So I reckon this muddy corner we test out by going through it, decide whether we need to go up on the rocks or not. This does not look good. But maybe it's not that bad. Maybe just looks deep. What are you doing in the swamp? That's my swamp. Yeah, that's just really scary looking, not scary driving. That is just a Shrek swamp. All bark, no bite. I think the one beforehand, just before we turned off down this road, is more dangerous than that one. Not dangerous, but like more of an obstacle. Alright, we got this. We got this. We've got to be careful of that turn off mud and going down the hill. And not running into bollards. Jesus Christ. And we are gravy. The freak out horn. As soon as I say we're good, everything starts going wrong. We're hitting bollards. We're running into fuel tanks. Jesus. Bit of decorum, please. Okay, 4 bricks. Right. I'm assuming there wasn't like... I feel like we would have seen this, right? There was bricks on a trailer somewhere nearby. I feel like we would have seen that. Yeah. I mean, it's too late now. we literally have a truck full of bricks. It's a bit late. But I feel like we would have seen it otherwise. We've got like 7 minutes. Give or take 5 minutes. We can do this. We're not even going low gear for this. We are just gonna auto through all of it. Not the whole trip, this water. Got to keep an eye out for upgrades too, because there's still a sneaky 1 or 2 out there that haven't revealed themselves yet. These look like pristine places to be hiding an upgrade, you know? Looking over these banks, lifting my head up so I can see over the rocks. Doesn't look like it. Okay, first challenge. Let's see how we do. There's a real lack of winches here too. I think we should be okay. Got some poles. We got this bad boy. And we got the moon. So, fortune's in our favour. So this downhill, we've just got to make sure we don't hit a random divot and go sideways. It's just the kind of place that you're like not expecting there to be a problem. That's when this game gets you. When you least expect it. It's like crossing a riverbed. Right? No, just me. Alright. Alright. Focus. I think we could. But certainly that corner, ooh, yeah, you could get that wrong. We took it too fast. Is this it? Yeah, it is. I really do just enter the map pretty pretty frivolously sometimes. Like, this truck's still in like full speed. You just open the map, have a look. It's fine. And actually, the only thing that's really a problem left is like we can just go. We figured out we can just go around it, so I think we're good here. So easy. I'm shocked and yet not surprised we didn't figure it out faster. I think, like, probably because traditionally in this game, those reeds are a pretty good indication you're going to have a bad time if you try and drive through them. Generally, at least in Michigan, if you try and drive anything that has reeds in it, it's going to be bad, so maybe that's where my hesitation comes from. All right. You managed to keep those eggheads happy for now? Thanks a lot. You're welcome. Those eggheads. Alright, let's figure out what we're going to do tomorrow. So both of those are done, right? Or at least for this map. That's a mountain map. That's White Valley. White Valley. For a bay. Logging. Yay. Alright, we're doing and then village delivery. So this is the only one left on. Where did it go? Timber. This is the only one left on this map. Well, I mean, that's not locked. Probably is some other stuff in here that's on this map, but it's all behind other missions. So we're on to timber. We're doing logs tomorrow. Long logs, medium logs. Long logs are from there. Medium log, they're both from there. Okay. We'll get the P16 out to do the long logs, and then we'll get the Western White Star to do 2 loads of medium logs. And I assume we're just going to go this way. Alright. Yes, we have to go make dinner. But I reckon I'm getting sick. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a sneaky suspicion I've caught it from you. I mean, I'll still be here anyway, because, like, I can do this when I'm sick. But I might talk like this. But I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be driving trucks. Kicking ass. And, yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it as always. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone. Say goodbye. Archie, say goodbye. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye. 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 Bye.